up until 2011 we viewed properties on Camposol, but we saw too many crumbling roads and houses like the aftermath of an earthquake. Wow. We settled on the Rambla de Ora in the end. Has the crumbling roads and houses been built with poor foundations being resolved, or does it still exist? So every month, hopefully, I'll be doing the questions and answer video. So this is my first one. And if you can keep it down to one question at a time, please, folks, so other people can get a chance in to get a word in as well. But I've got 3 people. I've got some quite good questions, I must say. So I'm going to kick it off straight away by Fergus Macduff the Westie. Great name. Now they've asked, when you and your wife decided to move to Spain, did you look at other parts of Spain before you settled in Mazarron? Yes, I did. Now I've been coming to Spain now for over 30 years because my folks used to live down near Malaga way. So I used to go down to the south quite a lot. I've been to Gibraltar. I've been most parts of the south of Spain. I suppose about 10 years ago, that's where I wanted to settle because I knew it the most. The only thing was, the price of property down there was way over what I could afford. So we were looking at mobile homes, but it wasn't really for us. And we nearly got done by somebody. This is what you got to be so careful of, and I say about researching as well. So a couple of years ago, when I got made redundant and the wife got made redundant, we said that's it, we're on the move, because we decided 10 years ago that we was going to move to Spain, but we wanted to stay on the mainland. So we hired a camper van and we came down the east coast. So hopefully that's answered your question. So we have been to other parts of Spain. What was your deciding factors for the location? Question. To be quite honest, my wife had a massive A4 folder of property to look at, and we'd gone down from the top of the east coast right down to the south, just past Malaga as well. And we come to Mazarron, the port. We booked in at a campsite there, and in the morning I got up with Bonnie and we went out for our morning walk. The sun was just coming up, and that was it. I hadn't been out exploring anywhere else. I just said, that's it, this is where we're going to live. And I think that's how it happens. I just felt right. I mean, we've been into Valencia, been down the south, but this place, yeah, it just grabbed me and said, this is where you're going to live. At the time, did you ever have thoughts of the Grand Canary instead? To be honest, I wanted to be on the mainland really, because I do still like exploring, which you know I'll probably do if you watch my vids. But I also mean the rest of Europe. We got kids in France and Germany. My brother lives there, and obviously not forgetting my other lot that live in the UK as well. So I did really want to be on the mainland. I mean, obviously I do prefer to travel by air because it's far cheaper, but it's nice to get out every now and again in the car exploring. So we didn't really look at the islands. We got friends in Tenerife. That wasn't really for us. I love exploring, and I would have felt limited if I was on an island. So hope that answers your question. And the last one from Fergus the Macduff the Westie. Please can your wife show us some of her sewing? So I will put some up for you just now. Next question, new person, Ian Robson. I've seen the posts in Camposol Facebook group where people are complaining about drink drivers. Do you think drink driving is common? Well, I've never come across it personally, so I wouldn't say it's common, because I've never actually been run over by anybody or seen a signpost wrecked, but I know it goes on because obviously I'm looking on the social Facebook pages, so, and it's probably true. I mean, this is the thing sometimes, if you read too much into it, you never go out, but it goes on obviously, because I think the big thing is here, we get a lot of people come over on holiday, they want a good time, they've hired a car, or they're borrowing a mate's car or whatever. Drink is cheap here, but it doesn't seem to be a big problem like it is back some other places. Okay, Belladon's a little bit different, but I wouldn't say it's common, no. Next question from Ian Robson. Do you ever see police cars in Camposol just touring the area, or are they only there when there's an incident? I do see police cars. I wouldn't say I'd see them a lot. You know, probably, I don't know, twice a month maybe. They're not really touring. They are, I know they are going around looking for certain people and obviously cars and whatever, but they're not touring every day sort of thing. And you never see somebody walking about as well, only when there's like a fiesta or something like that on, or there's some event on around Camposol. But no, I wouldn't say they're actually around there all the time. And the last question from Ian: what do you like best and least about Camposol? Well, I can tell you straight away, what I like best about the Camposol is the community. I come to Camposol 3 years ago and I was made welcome straight away. I've met so many people, I've got involved with so many people as well on doing things, be it photography, be it helping out with the fiesta, taking photographs of people, getting information, because I'm a great lover of history as well. And I'm not just talking English, I'm talking about Spanish as well. I've had a lot of help from the local Spanish here. I made some great friends. Yes, still got a communication problem, but I'm getting there. But yeah, the community is amazing. And I don't just mean English, I mean all sorts, you know, be it French, Belgian. Especially so I go out with Bonnie, there's a lot of dog lovers out there, and I meet a couple Germans, and we do a bit of the old not bonjour can't think of one at the moment, but anyway, you know what I mean. No, the community side. The least I don't like about Camposol, believe it or not, the only thing I don't like about Camposol, and wish it had, because to be honest, I mean, if you're watching my vids, I do a lot about Camposol, but what I wish they had was a car mechanic, a proper car mechanic garage. You could take your car to and get it fixed, so I can just walk down the road, drop the car off, get the tyres done. No, that's the only thing they haven't got on Camposol. Everything else, fantastic. But a car place, now there is a place I take my car to, not 10-15 minutes away, out of Camposol, but yeah, the least, we wish they had a car mechanics there. They've got a garage, they've got a petrol garage and wash your car, but not an actual mechanics or get your car sorted. That's my only bugbear, because I have wrecked my car a few times going down some of these tracks and I've had to take it somewhere else to get it fixed, but that's my least. Okay, the last question's from 1959 MWDB, a long name, but anyway. When we were looking for a Spanish property up until 2011, we viewed properties on Camposol, but we saw too many crumbling roads and houses like the aftermath of an earthquake. Wow. We settled on the Rambla de Ora in the end. Has the crumbling roads and houses been built with poor foundations been resolved, or does it still exist? I'm going to tell you straight away, guys, that you gave it away straight away by 2011, because in 2011 Channel 4 did a documentary, Homes from Hell. You've probably seen loads of them, and you've probably seen the Homes from Hell video of Camposol, yeah, and the poor foundations were mentioned in that. So I suggest that you didn't really come to Camposol, you watched the video and you thought, I'd go in there. And this is what I think a lot of people do. They watch that video and think, oh, I ain't going there because it's all falling down, it's a ghost town, it's all falling to pieces. When actually, It's not. I mean, and the actual video started off quite factual. It is a 6 mile square radius complex, 4 sectors, just under 5,000 villas. Yes, there are some properties that are crumbling and they're empty. You would not want to buy them, I'll be honest. And the road that is crumbling is also been fenced, well, not fenced off, it's been taped off and you can't go down there. But we're only talking a small part of Camposol, and there's many other places around Spain, and if you watch my vids there are plenty like that, unfortunately. But what he's getting at is, has it been resolved and does it still exist? It still exists. Has it been resolved? No, because obviously Mazarron, the people that built this, have disappeared. They've changed their name, or they still use the name Mazarron, but when they was building this place, they had a different name. You know what it's like with builders. They're not admitting to it, and then you never get your money off them. But the courts are fighting it, and the banks, and eventually it will get resolved. I'm not into the politics side of it, but it is a very small part of Camposol. I get loads of questions about this, and to be honest, I always say, come and have a look yourself. If you don't like it, fair enough, move on. But I think it's worth just having a look, because a lot of the complexes around in the Murcia region are not doing so well. You know, they might look really nice, but they haven't got a lot. But to be quite honest, this is what people don't understand. Camposol has got it all. It's got a supermarket, it's got a petrol station, it's got a bank, it's got vets, it's got opticians, it's got numerous shops of, when I say shops, I suppose I'm all about restaurants and bars. There is a couple of shops there, 3 or 4 estate agents. The list goes on. I just can't mention it all. The only thing, like I said before, they haven't got mechanics there. But yeah, it's a... and I think another thing is, people tend to think, oh, it's a ghost town. I hate to say this, but when you come to Spain, this is what I say about, you've got to do your research, guys, because when you come to Spain, you will find many of the towns that you drive through look empty. People don't come out the streets like they do back in the UK. They're in their houses, or they're gone somewhere else. You will find, you go through places and you think, bloody hell, where's everybody gone? But anyway, I've answered the question. Come here and have a look yourself again, because I'm sure that earthquake is not there anymore. Anyway, as I always said, if you've got a question, please answer it, but put it down below. I will answer it in the next video, which will be coming out, would probably be out in May sometime. But try and keep it to one question so it gives other people a chance. Hope you enjoyed it. As I always said before, keep watching, because you just don't know what's going to happen next with me. And I'll catch you on the next vid.